Hi. Hey. All the kind of tribal blackface, primitivism, Orientalism, blackface, all getting mixed into these festivals, which are really, have the heritage of being tribal dance competitions that, have deep roots in the culture. But, as a North American, this kind of blackface that goes on is super disturbing. And especially, I'm aware of all the colorism that goes on in the Philippines, part of the legacy of European colonialism, Spanish colonialism, and American colonialism. But then, I also have to realize, these are Filipinos sort of romanticizing their own history, their own culture that they deeply relate to and identify with. Hi.
Hey, hi.
Hi.
I would like to ask your permission if we can interview you for our project, Performance Task in School.
Oh, okay. Yeah, sure.
Okay?
Yeah, that's okay.
Just a few questions.
A few questions
Just a
only.
few questions
Okay.
only.
Okay. Will you be on my YouTube channel?
Oh, hi. We're from Iloilo Science and Technology. Is that you?
So you're a college student?
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah.
So hello guys. Hello sir.
Hello. Visiting from the United States.
Oh, from United States.
Why are you wagging your finger?
No, because it's like a reaction. It's like wow, wonderful.
Oh, okay.
So, how's your stay here in Iloilo so far?
So far, it's great. I'm really enjoying it. I like it a lot.
What's your favorite food here in Iloilo?
Bok choy.
Papas batchoy.
Yeah.
You should try Molo. Pancit Molo soon.
No, everyone has told me that. So I'm definitely going to do that. Where should I go to get
In Molo district.
Okay, right.
How about
Where the Molo church is, right?
How about
Yeah.
your experience here this Dinagyang?
Yes, your experience.
What do you like about the most?
Well, I love the festive atmosphere here, and I'm excited for tomorrow. I think it's really going to get going, right? Yeah.
So thank you so much, sir, for answering our few questions.
Thank you. Yeah, nice to meet you.
YouTube channel, sir.
What?
Your YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
Yes.
Oh, it's Mingo El Ivaf. Mingo. Here, I'll give you a card. I'll give it.
Oh, you're happy that.
But I haven't even really started this channel, so you'll.
We're so happy to have you here in Iloilo.
Oh, thank you.
Sir,
Thank
we're
you.
going to teach you one simple Ilonggo word. Say,
Okay.
palanga takamo.
Oh, say it again. What?
Palanga takamo.
Balanga Takamo.
Palanga takamo means I love you guys.
Oh, Balanga Takamo.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye bye.
Thank you.
Bye. But so what I was going to say though is so these are Filipinos reflecting on their own culture, which they're connected to and deeply identified with, and so it's different. It's not the same thing. It's it can't mean the same thing that it would mean in the United States, and yet it's not. It's not a completely different impulse, right? It's kind of primitivism, but turned on their own culture. I don't know what to make of it. I'm gonna have to think and read and talk to more Filipinos. And I probably should have asked those college students, but I probably should have asked those college students, but at the same time, I don't know if it really would have fit, and I don't know if it would have come across right, me asking about that in this context. So anyway, maybe more, that's something I could do with this channel for sure, is some kind of cultural reflection that is maybe more informed after I think about it and learn more about it. Hello. Okay, I'll be an adventure travel channel. I mean, I love traveling around and seeing all this stuff, and I love what it does to provoke me into new perspectives. I don't know where all these palm trees are going. Looking good. so here's the thing. All these parades reenact the story of Magellan coming to the Philippines and delivering the Santo Niño to, the king and queen of Cebu. And that being this kind of primal event in the Philippines where Christianity enters the culture, and that being a defining feature of Philippine culture now. And it's so complex. I'm sure there are many academics that have written extensively about this, but it's amazingly complex, and there's no doubt that all the blackface and sort of obvious primitivism, this kind of exaggerated primitivist images are a denigration of indigenous Philippine culture. But this is all happening within a culture that also celebrates Jose Rizal, and there's a lot of anti-colonial analysis and sentiment in the culture. There are even people that deify Rizal, and all this is mixed up, and I think I'm certainly not qualified to tease that apart in this celebration. I mean, you have at once a solemn veneration of Santo Niño, and then also a kind of comic reenactment of these early encounters of European Christians with Filipinos. But then also mixed in with that is a celebration of the sort of basic resources in the Philippines, the basic like agricultural products. I think you see images of Santo Niño and these primitivist representations of indigenous Filipinos with dragon fruit and other agricultural products, fish, and that's all a celebration of Filipino food and culture as well. And everyone identifies with all aspects of this, the Spanish colonialism, the current venerations of Santo Niño, and also the indigenous culture. And I think that's lost on people like me who have an immediate negative reaction to the blackface. And I really don't think that I have appreciated all that's there, even though, I would obviously bring a post-colonial and anti-colonial perspective to that and want to reform it. I really would, because, those denigrations of indigenous culture, even if they're historical, I just can't see how that's healthy for anyone involved. And yet, okay, so you have a culture here that is deeply Catholic, thoroughly Catholic, and that also has this tremendously long history of colonial oppression that, on the one hand, is material repression, material exploitation from, Europe, America, etc. And on the other hand, there was a spiritual corollary in the sense that Christianity brought in supersessionism, denigration of the indigenous culture. So it's the same supersessionism that Europeans have dealt with in their battles with European paganism and also Judaism, in the sense that Christianity thinks that it supersedes Judaism and therefore created a spiritual level of oppression on top of the pogroms and whatnot in Europe. So I mean this supersessionism takes on a different form in the colonial situation, and so you've got a culture here that's deeply Catholic and that's also deeply Filipino, whatever you want to call, pre-Christian Filipino culture has of course persisted in contemporary Filipino culture and has become syncretic with the Christian elements, the European elements, and all of this now makes up contemporary Filipino culture. So, how are you going to celebrate that in any other way than to have, these festivals, which are, deep venerations of the Christ child, coupled with a tribal dance competition that is, has roots that go way before Christianity, and so all of this has been mixed up for over 500 years here, and has produced contemporary Filipino culture. I think you're going to end up with a celebration that is at once this veneration of Santo Niño and is replete with the primitivism that is the result of colonialism. And I don't think understanding that you can impugn any aspect of these celebrations. They're fantastic and they're a lot of fun, and they are a deep celebration of Filipino culture. But I think there's a challenge too, because of course the longer Christianity becomes associated with both material and spiritual oppression, the more deeply hypocritical it becomes, and the further it is from a truly Christian message. And so this history oppresses Christianity as much as it does any other culture that it tried to oppress. So it's created this colonial situation, this sort of colonial Christianity that itself is acting in the same supersessionist ways on what you could call the core message of Christianity. And that's kind of fascinating and horrific at the same time. Check out that Russi chariot. That's the greatest vehicle ever. Sometime when I have more space, I'm gonna get one of those. What a cool vehicle. So I think I started this whole little thing off with an appeal for you to help me with this channel and say what I should do with it. And then I got off on this whole tangent on analyzing the deep culture of these festivals. And, you know, I have to confess that I'm kind of here in the Philippines on a pilgrimage. And the pilgrimage is to learn from what the Pope calls the peripheries of the church. Because I think there are core lessons here at the periphery, at the margin. And but I doubt if that's a YouTube channel in terms of, you know, a project or content. But maybe I'm wrong.